I also got to get this. Uh, when I was filming before, and this popped up, I was pointing the phone over here. These assholes, um, they also do misspelling. They do stupid stuff like that. Um, and so, I mean, you can see that characters is spelled correctly down there, but up there it's not. And before I was filming right there, and then they snuck that in because look, these these are Mormons. I'm thoroughly convinced they're fucking Mormons. They're the only people in Utah that are dedicated to doing this kind of shit. Nobody else is this dedicated, and uh, nobody, nobody runs the show, but the church. They run the fucking show. Uh, they let, they have the, they run, they have the. There is a small chance it's not, but they've been on me like white on rice ever since I got political back in 2015 and in Trump's presidency by the second or third year. Uh, they've been eyeballing me. I mean, you've got Mormons in the police force, you've got Mormons in the courts. I mean, they are everywhere. And they are the only people. Like, I haven't, I've liked a few comments on Twitter that were uh, uh, critical of Jews and Israel and this and that. But there is one religion that I have attacked verbally on the internet and in real life, and that's the LDS Church. And uh, just searching my memory, all the crap I've been through, I know I can tell when I'm talking to a Mormon because I've been in the church, and they created a lie. Uh, my grandfather baptized me, and he dunked me twice, and uh, people like to make up a lie that I stuck my foot up out of the water. That didn't happen. Um, and when I was in the last jail pod, that was, I guess, your last chance to act right, or whatever reason they send you to that jail pod before they send your ass to the state hospital. Uh, and there was a woman, and she was running the show. She was running like some of the counseling groups and stuff, and to get you ready for the incompetency jail pod. And uh, the and she was sitting there, or she was standing there on the whiteboard, misspelling words on purpose. And because I didn't correct her, she turns it into a fucking political game, and it's been happening ever since in multiple examples all over the place. I just stopped giving a fuck in that pod. You know, I'm confronted with the situation. People make me confront this and confront that and correct this and correct that and call out this behavior and that behavior and stuff. And grown adults that act immature, petty, pathetic, stupid, bullshit, and I gotta repetitively confront them and call it out and confront them and call it out and stuff. Otherwise, they do it even more. Look, I want, I want their, we need to legalize assault. That I'm thoroughly, confidently convinced of that. The only thing that's going to stop people from acting like assholes is to legalize assault and knock the shit out of people. It's the only way it's going to stop. Because it ain't stopping with the shit that I fucking do. You got to knock the shit out of people. You got to break their fucking nose, break their fucking jaw. And the Mormons, they don't do that kind of crap. They're like, oh, violence is wrong. And they make people, they make non-Mormons do the fighting and stuff. You don't see Mormons in jail and prison. They don't ever go because they're a team, and they make someone like me do all that shit. And anyway, so you see it. Also on the Utah government website, Title 1 and 2 are missing. So is a title in the 20s or something. A few others in the, I forget the numbers, but some of them are missing. And so there's a serious massive problem in this country going on. And the Mormons, they're pussies. They're the biggest fucking wussy ass chicken shit motherfuckers on the planet. And they're letting all this shit go on. And making a guy like me who has I don't have the so they should not I might be wrong, but I'm very very suspicious of the LDS Church. I mean, when political stuff gets all weird and wild and stuff, some people, they'll ship their fucking kids out of state to other places and stuff to get them away from the bullshit. Guy like me, broke ass motherfucker, fucking criminal record, I'm basically fucked. I can't get out of the state. I gotta go through the bullshit. Uh, all this goes back to 2018 or so when I started talking on the internet about uh, communism, and there were hackers, and these hackers they fed they fed me all this bullshit about World War II, and that was when, because fucking Bernie Sanders little punk ass took the word socialism and blew it up. And you've got all these fucking dichotomies and all these fucking stupid things people do. And um, I look at this and I go off on the Mormons, because if you were to scope out Rocky Mountain Power, you're gonna see there's a shitload of Mormons working there, and they make, not all of them are Mormon, but in my bathroom I walk in and sometimes uh, they'll make the light flicker, and that may not seem like a big deal to your average person, but when you actually study the way technology works and stuff, and you know that, you send a text and the text doesn't get, and you're talking to a chick, and there's only two scenarios if they don't get the text. Either the woman's lying to you because she wants to treat you like shit, or two, it actually was blocked by the phone company. And usually the higher chances are it was a chick. Is okay, back to the fucking electrical thing, the flickers and stuff. uh That doesn't happen unless there's a fluctuation of too much wattage going through the building. That doesn't happen unless it's intentional. Uh, and there's the, I'll go, the I when I was dealing with a bunch of this fucking psycho shit they were doing to me, they were making it so that the message things at the track station were misspelling when I was there. The stuff that I posted a video of that false report they made to get me taken to the state hospital, of they made up a lie. They took what I said about subtitles on the TV screen that were either communications, or to get me to say they were communications, when really they just wanted me to say some out of whack stuff as an excuse to lock me up. Or you can call it a gaslight. Either way, same thing. That's what was going on at the track station. It's this they're making me tolerate second-class treatment and some form or another pattern of disrespect, which wasn't even an issue with me. That's not why I got political. I got political. I blew up about communism on the internet back in 2018 because I was legitimately freaked the fuck out about the ecosystem and climate change and capitalism over consuming the, cutting down the logging industry, and how many trees have been cut down for the past 300-400 years since we've landed in this continent. The algae blooms in Florida, the Great Barrier Reef bleaching, just all the stuff I was reading and stuff. I'm like, dude, somebody's got to do something. So I fucking piped up, and I started posting about violent revolution. I'm like, let's get rid of capitalism right fucking now. And now I'm stuck in this fucking load of bullshit where, I've got, okay, I've got some facial hair right here, stubbles, and on my chalkboard I've got a swastika. Boom, right there. What are you gonna do? Crucify me? You gonna blow my head off or something? You gonna dox me? I'm already doxed. Fuck you. To any lefties that are watching this shit, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing to me. You're gonna talk code talk and make yourself look like an asshole. That's what you're gonna do. But so I don't shave my hair, my facial hair clean. I don't know if that's a thing. It's like this clothes, no clothes, weird, stupid ass dichotomy. It's just this fucking stupid Americanized bullshit way of getting people to endlessly, infinitely argue and fight with each other about socialism and stuff, and religion, and we're born naked, and clothes and stuff like that, and Christianity versus Judaism, and so this video, it's partially about that, and partially about this misspelling crap. There's the intersection, one at the very end of this block. No, it's the next one. The the sound that it makes to let you know it's okay to walk, the volume on has been fucking turned up by the city, uh, the people who run the city streetlights and stuff. Uh, that kind of stuff happens. And I went to the fucking mental institution because I was talking about that kind of stuff. About stuff that's realistically, that kind of stuff actually happens. Now, the other thing is, I was just at the John Baxter Courthouse, just off of 3rd and 2nd East, 3rd South, 2nd East, 333 South, 2nd East. I walk in the door. Immediately, one of the constables does a cough, a fake one. And I told him straight up to fuck off. I said, fuck you. I did it quietly because I didn't want to get kicked out. But, and they were Provo constables. What I kind of wonder is if Utah is using them to scare me. Because cops like to scare me, and the church likes to scare me. Everyone likes to scare me. Women love to scare me. I don't know if they're trying to do it because they want me to be a fearless American, which fuck them, because I like being a sensitive man. I like being a human. I don't want, or they're doing it because they just hate me. They're full of hate. I don't know what I don't know what the motivation is. They just do it. Cops show up to my apartment with social workers to make me scared of calling 911, scared of calling non-emergency dispatch. And then there was a guy that was behind me who showed up, some short little Mexican dude who was there to pay a fine or something. And when I'm arguing with the constables, he does a fucking snort, a loogie snort. And and then I'm at the clerk station at the glass, and a woman walks past me and does a completely obvious fucking throat clear. So this is at the courthouse. People are treating me like trash at the courthouse. This is completely unacceptable. No citizen of the country should be treated like that. Why they're doing it to me, I don't know. But I'm this fucking close to going and talking to random people about just going against the government and just fucking fighting them now. You can't treat people like that. You can't treat me like that. But they're doing it. So oh, and there is a piece of paper. Might as well talk about this. Okay, here it is. Wait, is this it? No, that's not it. This is it. Okay. This is about using your cell phone to film. So here's the problem. It costs money to get footage that's recorded by the court, and the cameras may not pick up audio. So I'm faced with a dilemma. I have to. So I was just at Salt Lake County Library the other day, and these two immigrants from Africa walked by me, and the woman cleared her throat at me. And I confronted them, and then when they started being assholes, when the man started trying to pick a fight with me, I just pulled out my phone, started filming, and then I filmed this douchebag that was walking by, and he cleared his throat too. And he flipped me off. And that video got deleted. A hacker got onto my phone and wiped the video before I could post it to protect them. And the man threatened to fight me. He said, "I'm going to knock this guy out." He walks over to security and tells them he's going to knock me out. This is a fucking immigrant. And I'm a citizen. I did nothing to these motherfuckers. And the library staff are telling me they got to suspend me from the library. And I didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I did was stand up for myself, which is exactly the same situation as what happened to me at 10th Planet Salt Lake City. I stood up for myself to two people that bullied me a few months before. I just asked them questions. Why did you do that? That's all I did, is ask him, why did you do that? With the man, the woman started being bitchy. And, I mean, really fucking bitchy. And she started gaslighting me, saying it didn't happen, denying that it happened. The situation there was, he had me in a leg triangle, and when I'm new to all of grappling, and it's completely it's harder to learn than striking. But I will be in a position, and I'll hold the position to try to familiarize myself, build some muscle memory. Well, that's what I thought this guy was doing. He had me in a leg triangle, and she's about 3-4 feet away, and he starts tightening and making me start blacking out and stuff. And and then she's all sitting there going, or that last one, she didn't do it that way, but anyways, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you assholes doing this for? And I didn't do anything at the time, so I go back 1st of June. I'm ready to subscribe for another month. Morning class. And I just asked her, why'd you do that? And then she sits there and she starts shaking her head, and she's a real good actress, real fucking good at lying and acting like she didn't do a damn thing to me. And the guy, he starts bringing up a situation that he had nothing to do with. Something to do with me and a woman that was at the gym. So he starts trying to bring up past, trying to bring up dirt, because I'm standing up for myself like a little asshole. And I'm in argument with him, and he sits there and looks down. And that's a little thing people do. These hackers they'll actually move the mouse up to they have this bottom left, top right, bottom right pattern. And these hackers, they'll sit there and they'll move my mouse to piss me off. It partially pisses me off because it's my computer and they're hacking it, and the Salt Lake City Police Department won't do anything about it. And at the same time, the pattern itself makes me mad. It was something that was sensitized into my brain back in 2018 when I started talking about how capitalism was the main thing that was driving climate change. And I guess if you bring up what people consider, what they classify as radical politics, and that means communism and fascism, maybe anarchism, but those two big ones, communism and fascism, are the ones that could lead to actual war. I don't know. Then people start treating you a certain way, or at least they do to me. There other communists at DSA or at other political party organizations, they don't get treated the way I get treated. I get treated a certain way, and I don't know if it's because of the way I look or if it's because uh, the energy I bring into the room, or what.